So that's how it is, Mom.
空き部屋なら好きに使っていいわよ。
I knew it!
夏休みも管理してくれてるんだから、そのくらいのわがままは聞いてあげるわ。
Alright. Thanks, Mom. We got rooms. Let's use one. Go ahead, Senpai.
お邪魔します。
Nice. We had forcibly brought Amane Senpai to the dormitory. There were a lot of vacant rooms here, and since most of the boarders had gone home, it won't bother anyone.
ビューオソ。
Yup. Senpai stared at the entrance hall, which was far more grand than you would expect from a student dormitory. Speaking of which, it seems Senpai already knew about Flying Fish Manor. Well, yeah, because her girl fucking lived here, remember? That's probably because Isuka-san used to live here before. Well, don't I always say the thing whether he's about to say like every time? I might as well just be Aoi. Anyway, sensing that Katori had come home, Hat came out to welcome her. As usual, he was going to jump on Katori's lap, but... Oh. Wow, she knows Hat also? Mane Senpai went over to Hat and stroked his head. She's like, oh, this is my duck. That'd be hilarious. Old ass duck. Oh my god, it's Isuka's duck? What? When Kaneko-san was talking about Hat before, she said it was unknown who started keeping him here and since when. So this duck was brought here by Isuka-san. It wasn't really a big mystery or anything, but Agaha still seemed disappointed by how easily it was solved. Bitch, what? How come you're here? How come you didn't go home? I thought... whatever, I'm not complaining. Are you gonna stay here too? Yeah, see? That's what I was gonna say. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There's only one room that can be used right away, though. Other rooms were either a bit dusty because I haven't been cleaning them, or they were used as substitute storerooms. There was no air conditioning either, so the living conditions would be pretty bad. Uh-oh, she wants to stay in Katori's room? Of course not, we're not kids anymore. She wants to stay in my room. No, it's not the same. True. Staying over each other's houses during summer holidays used to be a routine for us. Oh, she was gonna say you could stay in my room. She was gonna say it. She was gonna say it. Come on, don't be like that. Finish what you were gonna say. I knew it! Oh? I didn't say that. It wasn't me. Oh? Yay! New best friends. Agatha jumped at the chance unexpectedly eagerly. Katori, still a little nervous, replied. Yay! I mean, apparently this game has become less about me romancing them and them about romancing each other. In that case, I'll just work on Amane Senpai over here, you know what I'm saying? Have fun, you two. Alright then, from today onwards, this is where we'll all be staying. And that's how it went. I knew that was going to happen eventually. She was all jealous about not being able to stay here before, and now she can. And that's how it is. Tell Mom, okay? After a late dinner, Agatha called her home. She asked Hotaru, who had been taken home already by Anshan, to pass the message. She probably would have been scolded if she told them directly. Normally it wouldn't be a problem for her to stay at our dormitory, but it was kind of out of the blue. Oh god, and in her underwear, as usual. With that, Kaneko-san appeared. Naked girl! Oh my god! I still have underwear on. Oh. How many times have I asked you to not wander around dressed like that? Is that a good thing? Well then, you guys go first, I'll go in there last. Oh yes, take care of Katori. What do you mean there's no need? There's nothing to be shy about. You're always saying how you'd love to soak in the bathtub. Seeing how Katori was embarrassed, Agatha didn't ask what this was all about any further. She just pushed Katori's wheelchair along like it was no big deal. Oh? Katori twitched in surprise when Agatha addressed her like this. Dun dun dun.
まね、小鳥。長さは同じじゃ
It's
ない
like same amount of syllables. I don't know what you're talking about. Unable to read the situation, Amane Senpai unintentionally played the straight man.
さんをつけろこのデコスケちゃん野
Whoa, whoa! What the? Amane Senpai staggered back as if she got poked hard in the forehead. Or as, yeah.
郎小鳥が怒った
I feel that she's becoming more and more impolite towards Amane Senpai lately. In this case, it probably can't be helped though.
じゃあ小鳥で
Agatha asked to make sure, with an expression filled with anticipation.
そしてアゲハ
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. First name basis. Let's go.
それじゃあお風呂行きましょうかあまね先輩も
Oh
行きま
shit.
しょ
It's gonna be a bath party? Oh, and I'm not invited? Lame.
う、行く
Girls follow each other into the bathroom. As I saw them off, I muttered in my mind, "Way to go, Katori." Kind of felt like a parent watching over his child grow up. Well then. That's not what I was thinking, so we're not on the same page this time, buddy. Anyway.
やっ
Oh.
ぱ広いお風呂はいいわね
Oh. Oh. Uh-oh.
気持ちいい
Uh-oh. I have a feeling that this is one of those scenes that they probably didn't have in the original version. I'm just saying, if you look at this situation over here, I'm just saying. I may have to, edit something out, maybe? Anyway, let's see. Oh my god. Just maybe. Holy moly. Okay then.
どうした小鳥
Wait. Okay,
もっ
yeah.
とこっちへ来
Sorry.
たらどうだシャワーだけでいいって言ったのに
You wanted a bath.
いいじゃん一緒に湯船に浸かりたかったんだもん
So this is Agatha's fault. I get it.
女同士裸と裸の付き合いでさ
Skinship?
そりゃあなたたちはそんな
Oh wow. This is a conversation that we're having right now. Okay, here we go.
でっかい何の
I
こと
do
だ
not know this word huge. Please do explain. Huh? Oh.
お湯にプカプカ浮いてるやつよカロリーは主に脳とおっぱいで消費されてるに
Most of
違
the
いないわね
calories. They go to her brain and her boobs, duh.
そういうアゲハも小鳥だってスタイルいいじゃんお
Smooth
肌
and
もツル
pretty.
ツルで綺麗だし
I mean, it's not like eating just goes straight to the boobs. It's not necessarily how it works. It's still kind of a natural thing.
そうかなところであまね先輩聞いてもいいです
Can you
か
ask me something? No.
なんだ先輩って彼
You
氏
want
とか
one?
いないんですか彼氏そう彼氏
Uh-huh.
いないな
Not at the moment.
嘘先輩美人だしスタイルいいしモテモテでしょそうなのかガレージから外に出ることを
She's like, I don't know any boys. The only one I know is Aoi, and I guess Anchan too.
今日来てたハンちゃんさんじゃないの
What? What do you mean? What the she just barely said hi for the first time in forever. What are you talking about?
私もそれ思った
What the fu-
あまね先輩とハンちゃんってどういう
What exactly is your relationship with Anchan? Do tell.
達也とは同じソアリング部の仲間だったんだにしては再会した時意味深な雰囲気だったわよね
Uh-huh.
思った美男美女ですっごくお似合いだったし
Uh-huh.
私と達也はお似合いなのかじゃあ小鳥は葵くんのことが好
Uh-oh.
きなの
Going for the Aoi-kun. Girl talk.
なんでそうなるの今あまねちゃんの話してるんじゃおおうろたえてるこれは
Suspicious!
怪しいぞ違うってそうなんじゃないのなんだ違うのか私は小鳥と葵くんの方が
Oh
お似合いだ
damn.
と思うんだ
Oh dip dip damn.
そうかな
You know that's what you wanted to hear.
あまんざらでもないって顔になった違うってあまねちゃんが変なこと言うから
Amane-chan saying weird things.
だいたい葵くんも
Oh,
アゲハ
here
の
we
ことが
go.
好きなんでし
Girl
ょ
talk, man.
はいなんでそうなるのそりゃ幼なじみだし仲いいけど聞いたもん 昔葵くんがアゲハに告白して振
Oh,
られたっ
she?
て。
Katori did hear everything we said.
ほほ
Ho 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 ho.
なんで知ってんの？まさか葵のやつ。
You're right about that.
この軽薄な感じの男子が言ってたわ。魔法か。あんなバカ。
I'm gonna kick his ass.
本当だったんだ。ああ、違う違う。あれはと子供の頃の話で、全然そういうんじゃないから。あらかじめ用意していたかのような言い訳。これは怪しい。
Suspicious.
あの時、葵はもう引っ越すことが決まってて、それで急に寂しくなったんだと思う。
Oh, I see. He confessed as they were leaving. I gotcha.
本当にそんなんじゃないの。振ったってことは、あげ、いや、それ
Yeah,
は。
see? She didn't turn him down because of that. She just turned him down because he was leaving and maybe she had the wrong idea about it.
ああ、好きなんだ。やいやい、あげは葵くんのことが好き。
Apparently everyone likes Aoi-kun. Nice.
あんたは子供か。葵くんは今でもあげ、いや、それはないんじゃないかな。友情は一応健在みたいですけど。
Well, that's good.
どっちかっていうと、私より小鳥？そんなわけないわ。だって好きな妹にチョップしないはずだもん。だからチョップされてないアゲハよ。その判断基準はどうだろう。
You can't just base love on karate chops, okay? Love is not equivalently proportional to the amount of karate chops that you have laid upon thine target.
じゃあ好きな人はどこにいないのか。
You don't know that.
どうして二人とも
Dun
私を
dun
見るん
dun.
だ。
Maybe I'm going after her. You don't
私
know.
が葵くんなら、あまねちゃんのこと好き
Yep, see,
に
I
な
knew
る
it.
と思うな。
I know it.
私もそう思う。実は私ね、葵くんがあまねちゃんのことを遠くから見て、一人で赤くなってるとこ。
I mean,
何度か
that's
見た
not
ことある。
entirely untrue. Just saying.
ああ、私もある。あと話してる時も赤くなってオロオロしたり、デレデレしたりしてるよね。
Uh-huh.
してる。そうなのよ。
It's hard not to be attracted to the older lady, you know what I'm saying? She's the senpai, dude. Senpai noticed me.
ソアリング部入るのも最初からやけに積極的だったし、
That is true also.
グライダーのこと大して知りもしなかったのにね。
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
あまね先輩なら納得。納得ね。納得か。
Concur. My goodness. I thought that scene was going to go on forever. Not that I would have complained.
でっかいお風呂最
They are the best, aren't they?
高。気持ちよかった。私はちょっとのぼせちゃったかも。
Do tell why you feel dizzy. Tell me. Tell me why you feel dizzy. The three girls fresh out of the bath took a barley tea out of the fridge, poured it into glasses while enjoying the breeze from an electric fan. That was a really long bath. I could hear your voices coming from inside. What are you talking about? From the hallway I could hear laughter, shrieks, and such coming from the bathroom from time to time. I couldn't catch exactly what they were saying, but it sounded like something exciting.
ひみつねえ小鳥。そうよ、男子禁制。
I find that to be extremely racist, and I want to know what you're talking about right now. When they put it like this, it made me anxious. What the hell were they talking about?
さてと、寝る準備をしましょうか。
Tori pushed the squeaking wheelchair, and Aga followed after.
それじゃあ、おやすみ。
Good night.
おやすみなさい。
Night night. Yeah, good night. I watched them leave and then prepared myself for the bath. Amane senpai, are you gonna go to sleep too? I just finished getting your room ready. I forgot how to sleep. Amane had already laid the blueprints out on the dining hall table. She was looking at the plans with a glass of milk in one hand. It seemed that she didn't hear whatever I said, so I decided to go ahead and take a bath. Alright then. Moving on.
皆様、長い間ご迷惑をおかけ
What
し
you
てお
talking
り
about,
ま
Willis?
したが、私、姫木あげは、本日よりソアリング部に完全復帰いたします。
I can't wait till that day. Small round of applause echoed around the garage. You guys were so close. If you'd won 2 more matches, you would have gotten through the qualifiers.
いやー、それは高望みってもんでしょう。
You don't want to aim too high now. Agaha and her team lost in the third match in the district qualifiers of the robot contest that were held yesterday. If a team wins 4 times, they can enter the national championship. Saying that they were close was a bit questionable since they lost in the third match, but it was a really close fight and the team that beat them won the district qualifiers in the end. It never feels bad to lose to the guy who eventually wins anyways, you know what I mean? Like, it might feel bad to lose early in a tournament or something, but then when you get to the end and the guy who beat you makes it to the end and wins, you feel a little less bad about it, don't you? You're like, well, at least that guy won, so I lost against the best guy. Who knows how far I would have went if I didn't have to play him, you know? That's true for all sports and competitions, for sure. But anyways, yeah, cool. Tori went and watched the contest. Man, they really are BFFs now. Good lord. Since Agaha was in 2 clubs, the rest of us were also helping out the Robotics club when we had some time to spare. Wow, really? We also helped carry the equipment on the day of the match and went to the contest hall. It was the first time I've been to a robot contest, but it was pretty interesting. The teams weren't there to just win. They also did their best to show off their robots, the crystallization of their ideas. Even if showing off like that could put them at a disadvantage in the match, they didn't cut any corners. When I saw that, I could understand why Agaha becomes so engrossed with it in this. Ugh, good lord. Yeah, dude, she made your robot even better. Yes, you did. She's smart. Yeah, you're smart, we get it. Yeah, dude. You don't know what she's drawing over there on that board. She's probably drawing robots because she already drew the damn glider enough times. I had no idea. When on earth did she do that? The older, smart senpai? How would they not want to be motivated by that? Yeah. Next time we're gonna win. It's good that they want to win. You can't obtain victory if you don't aim for the top. More? Agaha spoke in a formal tone. Oh shit! What a quitter! Oh? Well then. Sweet! Another round of applause resounded in the garage, louder than before and accompanied with cheers. Woot! Oh yeah, the last stage. I'm guessing last stage means attached main wings to plane. That would be last stage, right? No, I can help too. Yeah. So you better be ready, bitch. Yeah, man, you gotta be the master of the pilotation. I let you be the pilot, bitch, so you better be good at it. Alright. I had a role to fulfill. At long last, the first test flight was just around the corner. We gonna fly, baby, and we still haven't made any choices. Seriously, man. Where the fuck are all the choices in this game? God damn it. Make me pick something. Just something. Anything. Make me feel like I'm playing a game and not just reading words on a screen. Please, I beg of thee, game. Or whatever. Oh, Ataru's here. Or she's there. I don't know. Uh-oh. Indecent! Yeah, seriously though, quit answering the door in your goddamn underwear. For real though. Oh? Oh? What does she want with me? Tori took Hotaru to the dining hall where everyone was having breakfast.
あーちゃん、着替え持ってきたよ。
Nice.
サンキュー。お母さんどう？なんか言ってた？帰ってきたらお尻キックだって。
She'll whoop ass when you get back.
ぬ、仕方あるまい。
It's alright. You just prep your ass for the whooping and then you'll be all good. Hi, Hotaru.
おはよう、兄。
You want some breakfast?
いい。うちで食べてきたから。
Are you sure? It's
ママネちゃん、
delicious.
悪いんだけど、ハートに餌やっといて。ああ、任せろ。
Oh
おいで、
yeah.
ハート。
My girl in her outfit. Yeah, you.
ガガ。
Quack quack.
お前ご機嫌だな。ここはご飯が美味しいから
Could
ね。
be. Could be.
ガー。
It's been a few days since we turned the dormitory into our training camp. Eating breakfast together became our daily routine. It's really lively, so it feels more like living together. And also today, we needed an especially solid breakfast. Unlike usual, today's work will be the test of our endurance.
外は快晴か。また一段と暑そうね。ねえ、妹ちゃん、どうだった？すごくいいお天気でした。
Nice day out there.
もう日焼け止め塗っとかないとやばいかな。ああ、そうだ。あんたも
Yeah, we
暇
need
な
the
ら
extra
手伝っ
hands,
てよ。
Hotaru. Come help us.
いいよ。私にできることならだけど。できるできる。誰でもできるけど。
Yeah, more hands. You gotta polish. Polish, polish, polish.
また翼を磨くの？
Mm-hmm.
ね、今日はね、滑走路を作るのよ。
Oh shit. Are we?
滑走路作る？
Oh? I didn't know we didn't have a runway already.
ここが滑走路だ。
Okay. We stared in complete bewilderment at the wide, open, empty slot overgrown with lush grass.
ここ全部私たちで綺麗にするの？ああ、そうだ。覚悟してたこととはいえ、実際に見ると
What, we gotta mow the lawn?
落ち着くわね。
We were on the verge of completing the main wing, so we were finally starting preparations for the test flight. Among those was preparing the runway. In the meadows that stretched beside the lake, there was a wide flat area without any slopes. When we heard runway, everyone imagined an airfield covered in asphalt or something like that.
やはり夏場は雑草の成長が早いな。
It was the first time I saw weeds overgrown to that extent. Since our glider was handmade, we'll be making the runway ourselves too. We had to tidy this place up. That's why we called for some help. We called in Mabo's bitch ass. Cause you ain't doing nothing, bitch. It's summer.
そんなこと言っていいんだ。エリちゃんに
Oh, I
あん
see.
たの恥
She
ずかしい秘
blackmailing
密
his
ば
ass
ら
for
す
being
や
a
ろ。
punk ass and blurting shit out. I got you.
汚ねえ、マジ汚ねえこの女。
You deserve it.
あんたこそ余計なことベラベラ喋って本当ならお尻キックかましてやるところよ。
Yeah. Next time I'll whoop that ass.
やっぱこいつ中身は男だよ。
Aga had persuaded Matsutsugu to come with us.
さすがにきつそうだけど。
Yeah, you useless beezy. Help clean. As a condition for preparing her meals throughout the summer holidays, we got Kaneko-san to come help us.
私にできるかな。
Oh, you can do it. We also brought along the unfortunate Hitaru, who came only to deliver a change of clothes for Aga. Sucks to be you, you're helping now.
わわ
And maybe the duck can eat some of this grass. And then there was Hat. Ducks eat weeds, so we didn't really need to force him. We just took him out for a walk. But isn't this private property?
おう、そうだ。この広場の所有者はソアリング部の OB ら
Damn,
しい。
everybody likes that soaring club then. In other words, this person was a member of the past soaring club from before Amane Senpai and the others revived it again.
定期的に草刈りをすることを条件に無償で貸してく
Well,
ださってい
are you
る。
sure they haven't taken it back since you didn't cut the grass on a regular basis? Wow.
それじゃ始めましょう。無駄口叩いてたら日が
Yeah,
暮
you
れ
better
ちゃ
get
う
fucking
わ。
cracking. That's a lot of grass. At the command of our vice president, Habane Katore, the weeding commenced. So can she actually help? I have no idea. She can't reach the weeds unless we, throw her on the ground, right? The dreadful heat made it all the more difficult. There was nothing that would block the direct sunlight here. The wind blowing from the direction of the lake barely managed to cool us down a bit. It's hot. The towel wrapped around my head in place of a hat was already drenched in sweat. Everyone, be careful not to get a heat stroke. It's said that you should drink water regularly. On a day as hot as today, it's best to drink something before you even start feeling thirsty. Stay hydrated, baby.
ちょっとコンビニ行ってきていいか
No! Here's some water. Get back to work.
情けないな
If the girls ain't complaining, you can't complain, boy. Just take your sweater vest off and let's go.
こっちとらバイトとバンドと恋に夢中なもやしっこなんだ
Okay, what does it have to do with fucking pulling weeds, boy? Tori, you alright?
平気よお尻が超
Always
ム
with
レ
the
ムレ
sweaty
だ
butt,
けど
though. Why your butt always sweaty? We thought that it might be impossible for the wheelchair-bound Katori to do the weeding, but she wanted to do it nevertheless. I'm worried that she'll overdo it without thinking of her health and end up collapsing. Here, have a sports drink.
サンキュ
Thank you. Yeah. What's wrong, Hataru?
ー虫の
Not a bug! A grasshopper jumped out of the grass that she was about to cut. Wait, what? It's just a grasshopper. Hataru hid behind me, scared. I caught the grasshopper and released it in an area that we had finished cutting. Don't get caught by a hat, he'll eat you. Grasshoppers are Duck's favorite food.
ありがとう青鬼
Arigato! Kaneko-san was using a lawnmower that Aga had borrowed from the local farm. She was cutting down all the weeds that weren't much higher than ankle level. There was no problem as long as they weren't tall enough to get tangled around the wheels, so there was no need to pull them out from the root.
ほらハット先輩邪魔だよミンチになっちゃうよ
We're about to have chopped duck!
カッ
Thinking that the lawnmower was a living thing, had sometimes tried to mess around with it.
ねえ葵くんその子をどっか連れてっといて
Yeah, I'll take him somewhere. I know this real warm place you might want to hang out in there for like 30, 40, 50, maybe a couple hours, and we'll have some dinner later, you know what I'm saying? Will do. Carried Hat away. He didn't like it though, so he struggled all the way. Damn it, Hat. Alright, here should be fine.
やハットわあ
Quack. Amane-senpai, could you take care of this troublemaker?
うんいいぞ
Even Amane-senpai, who usually secludes herself in the garage, was silently absorbed in the weeding today. That reminds me, when you did the test flight the other day, you also took off from here, right?
そうだ
How did you deal with the grass at that time?
私と顧問の山野辺先生とでやった必要な部分だけだが
Necessary part? Huh? The advisor?
おう顧問だ
Oh. Well, I guess that clubs usually have one of these. But I haven't even seen him once. Hey, Agaha.
お何
Sorry. Somehow I clicked away from the screen. What's up? Do you know Yamanobe Sensei?
あああの若い男の先生頼りなくてひょ
Unreliable
ろ
and
っとしてる
lanky. He must like her. He probably likes her. Seems like he's our advisor.
うん知ってるよ
What do you mean you know? You knew? She knew about that? Psh, as I should have expected. Why does he come to? Why doesn't he come to supervise our club activities?
前の顧問の先生が定年退職なさって代わりに先生はグライダーについては素人だしあまり興味もないようだ
Okay.
あの先生事なかれ主義だからね
He won't speak
飛
out
岡
against some
先生に
tapioca.
頭上
I
がらな
got
いし
you. So the teacher has only helped with one test flight?
うん山野辺先生は人手が足りない時だけ協力してくれるんだ
I see, I see. So now that you have extra hands, he won't help anymore?
グライダーを飛ばすには一
I guess
人で
that's
は
true.
無理だからな
I don't know what kind of person this Yamanobe sensei was, but he is probably in a difficult position. There's no doubt there will be no end to his worries. She probably didn't want to burden him with anything. I was thinking about this while working hard on the runway maintenance. Okay. I noticed that everyone was covered in dirt. It seemed that today's bath will feel especially good. With that, the preparations for the flight proceeded steadily. Everything was a new experience to us, so even tackling tedious jobs felt refreshing. Aw, yeah. And then one day in August, finally.
できた
Oh shit! At last, the main wings were complete! Everyone looked at the two giant white wings with a feeling of joy. Cheer! A lot has happened, but we still got this far. Cheer!
やったね小鳥
We did it. Tori looked like she could start crying any second, overcome with emotions. What are you still getting all tearful for?
だって私こんなに頑張ってそれ がちゃんと形になった
She's overwhelmed with pride and joy. She doesn't know how to
も
react.
うずっとなかったから
I knew how she felt, however. It's still too early, don't you think?
そういうのは飛ん
Yeah,
で
you
から
can
にしよう
cry
よ
when the plane is in the sky. That's when you can cry.
そうね
Katori wiped her eyes with her arm and fired herself up again.
歪みもない表面も限りなく滑らかだ
Hell yeah. Amane Senpai checked up both completed main wings with an uncharacteristically serious expression. Distortions in the wings inhibit the normal flow of air, reducing the lift. Also, unevenness and scratches on the surface, even those so fine that they cannot be seen by the naked eye, will increase friction and create drag.
いい翼だ
Damn right they are. With Amane Senpai's seal of approval, Agaha and Katori high-fived each other triumphantly. Before I knew it, these two became a great duo.
これで飛べるのよね
There's only one way to find out.
あ飛べる
Chill! Tomorrow we can finally do the test flight. Aw, yeah! Let's go. It's exciting. Okay, stop! Oh shit, the plane's out of the thing! Early morning. Today we were finally doing the test flight. To do that, we had to transport the glider to the runway. We put the glider on the special trailer and towed it by car. Dun, dun, dun.
ようやく完成したか
Hell yeah, dude, Anchan's here to see us fly, baby! Anchan, who drove into the school grounds in a lightweight truck from the workshop, whispered to himself when he saw the main wings that had been loaded onto the trailer. By the way, we received permission for Anchan to bring his truck into the school grounds. That was the first time I had seen the advisor, Yamanobe-sensei. As I had imagined, he seemed good-natured and diligent, but also quite timid.
できたよあーちゃん
Agaha lifted her head and let us know that the trailer had been connected to the truck.
トレーラーの中で機体が擦れたりしないようちゃんとチェックしとけよ
The glider had been separated into several parts and loaded into the trailer. If they aren't firmly secured, they will scratch during transportation and they might get damaged.
ここちょっと緩いんじゃない
Agaha, fetch me a towel. I put the towel into the gap to act as cushioning. That should do it.
よしじゃあ行くか助手席はハバネさんあとは荷台に乗り込め
You got it, dude.
お前ら手を貸してやってくれ
Agaha and I lifted up Katori and put her down on the passenger seat.
私も後ろが良かったんだ
Nuh-uh. Katori grumbled a little. I kind of understood how she felt. Agaha and I took her wheelchair and got into the cargo bed of the truck.
準備はいいか
オッケーだよ
よーし出発だ
We started the engine and the truck towed the trailer along. I'm excited, dude. Let's get it up there, man. I'm ready to fly, baby. What is happening right now? I guess that's us traveling.
はーい
Wow, this is the first time we've seen her from like so far away, isn't it? Usually she's all super close up in our face. Anyway, hello. When we arrived at the runway, Amane Senpai, who came here first to make preparations, waved her hand, greeting us. Anchan parked the truck next to the runway, and we jumped off the cargo bed.
あー楽しかった
Always wanted to ride on the cargo bed of a truck.
いいな二人とも
Katori's sad about it. We helped the dejected Katori out of the passenger seat and into the wheelchair. Next time. While we did that, Anchan disconnected the trailer from the truck.
達也
よあまね
すまないな手伝ってもらって
なーにいいってことよあいつらのためならなそれに俺だって無関係じゃないだろ何せ OB なんだか
Yeah,
らな
man. He wants to see it fly too. He only got to help build it. He didn't get to see it fly.
そうだったな
本当はこいつが飛ぶとこ
Yeah,
ろを
see,
見
he
ていき
wants
た
to
いん
see
だ
it
が
too, man. He wants to see it. Anchan, are you leaving? I was listening from a distance but couldn't resist butting in.
これから仕事なんだ
Bitch, you gotta see it fly though.
あんちゃんにも見てほしかったな
大丈夫だここで飛べばうちの工場からも
I
見え
guess
る
that's true. We can probably see it from pretty far away if we actually fly.
絶対見ててね
あだからしっかりやれよ
Damn right. Anchan gave us a refreshing smile, then he drove away in his truck. As soon as Anchan left, we immediately began the assembly. The aircraft was still in pieces on the trailer. First we put the fuselage on the ground, then we took out the two main wings. Tori, keep an eye out and make sure it doesn't hit anything.
オッケー
Agaha, Amane Senpai, and I lifted up one of the main wings and attached it to the fuselage.
風に気をつけてくれ。そよ風程度でも翼は揚力を発生させてしまうからな。
Okay, okay. If a strong wind were to blow straight into this, the generated lift would be quite capable of sending us flying along with the wing. Okay. After attaching the main wings, next was the tailplane.
ゆっくりね。ゆっくりだよ。
We assembled it carefully, making sure not to scratch it. Oh.
おお。
Oh yeah! Glider. Standing in front of the completed glider, we were all deeply moved.
こんな風になるんだ。
Finally got it all in one piece, couldn't fit it together in the hangar, I assume, so now we're here. It's huge!
でも綺麗。
I mean, does huge mean it can't be beautiful also? Just saying. Until now, we didn't really get to see the full view of our very own aircraft. Compared to the regular planes that we were all familiar with, it looked kind of odd. In particular, the unusually long wings that we had completed yesterday looked quite unbalanced compared to the slightly short and stout fuselage. But were they really? Now that I knew that each and every part of this shape played a role in flying it in the air, it felt incredibly beautiful to me.
チェックを始めるぞ。
Quick, all the check, please. Amane Senpai, holding the printed out checklist in one hand, gave out instructions to everyone.
工具は揃っているか？
Tools?
全部あります。
Before we fly, we had to make sure we had all the tools that were used for assembly. If there's anything missing, it's possible that it's still somewhere inside the aircraft. In such an event, it could cause a serious accident. Okay.
車輪の空気。
Tires? Sufficient.
ピトー管詰まってないか？
Aren't the pilot tubes blocked?
大丈夫よ。
They're fine.
それから
Checklist covered a lot of things. We checked the airframe for abrasions, damage and such. We even examined the inside to see if bugs didn't make nests anywhere. At a glance, some of it might seem silly, but when we consider that we'll be flying through the air in this thing, we can't really say that. For example, if one of the meters gets blocked by a bug, it could affect the piloting and possibly even cause an accident. That's why we had to check these things before the flight. Also, by assembling the glider and doing all the checks ourselves, we were able to gain a deeper understanding of the machine. Amane Senpai said that she had made some revisions to the checklist that was made by the old members.
じゃあ次はポジティブコントロールチェックだ。
Okay. As she said that, Amane Senpai got into the cockpit.
右エルル。
Aileron? Okay. The rest of us standing outside went to the part that she called out, in this case, the right aileron, and held onto it, making it hard to move. Senpai moved the control stick to operate the aileron. At this time, if it moved with no resistance whatsoever, it's possible that the couplings between the control stick and the aileron had been severed. If this were a car, it would have been like wheels not responding to the movement of the steering wheel. Needless to say, that would be extremely dangerous. These checks were also carried out on the rudder and the elevator.
オールオッケーです。
Hell yeah!
じゃあ今度は葵くんが後部座席に乗ってくれ。
Get into the back seat. Wait, what? Why am I in the back seat? Amane Senpai got out and I sat in the back seat. Then we repeated similar checks.
フラップ、タイムブレーキもバッチリよ。
Uh-huh. Now that the assembly checks have all been completed, I got out of the cockpit. All members lined up for the briefing.
今日は風も穏やかで、テストフライトにはちょうどいい日だな。
Just go for a small short flight. Not a lot of wind. Just enough to catch us, get us in the air, and let's go. Amane Senpai, who should have been explaining the important points, spoke with a gloomy expression that contradicted the subject.
だから怖がる必要はないぞ。
She's just worried that it's not gonna work.
怖がってるのあまりちゃんで
That's
しょ。
what I'm saying. Katori spoke quite tactlessly, and Amane Senpai froze up. Then, uh-oh. She started trembling.
風がないとグライダーは飛ばない。そういう意味じゃ、今日はフライト日和とは言えないな。
Uh-oh. Oh, she said something.
ちょっと小鳥、どうすんのよ。いや、どうって言われても。よーし、今日は中止にしよう。組み立ての練習ができたんだからもういいよな。こら、何言ってんの。ここまで来たら普通飛ぶでしょうが。
Yeah, don't fucking have don't fucking give in to the butterflies now, that's the word.
いや、君たちはまだ初心者だから知らないだろうが、グライダーのフライトには本来もっと荒れた日
We
の
won't
方が。
know until we try, baby.
あまねちゃんがビビってるだけでしょ。
Don't be a bitch.
ってそういう時は手のひらにひとって字をたくさん書いて飲み込めばいいのよ。
Yeah, swallow it. You
や
heard
だ
her.
そんな迷信信じないぞ。
She said something rather childish.
大丈夫ですって。風が穏やかな方が安定して飛べるだろうし。
Should be able to stay calm. You don't have to like do a bunch of loop-de-loops and shit. I'll be backing you up too.
やだ、怖い。
You're the one that wanted to go flying. What the F? Oh, she said that she's scared.
しょうがないわね。アゲハ、葵くん。
At Katori's signal, Agatha and I firmly held Amane Senpai from both sides.
うわ、
Oh,
何
you
を
know what we're doing.
すみません、天音先輩。
It's for your own good.
やめろ。
Shove her in there! While we were restraining the struggling senpai, Katori wrote the person kanji on the palm of her own hand a ridiculous number of times.
ひとひとひとひとひとひとひとひと。こんだけ書けば十分でしょう。
Then Katori took a run up. Hey, run up is a bit... Uh-oh.
やだ。ノーラ
Hiya! Kia! Katori made her swallow those person kanji, or rather she slapped her in the face with all her strength. This looked almost like pro wrestling, where three bad guys teamed up to torment the good guy.
これでどう？少しは怖くなくなったで
But
しょ？
yeah, my face hurts though. Or my nose. Whatever. Having had some fighting spirit slapped into her, Amane Senpai had held her reddened nose.
ちょっと聞きすぎたかしら。
Now she's gonna be all pissed off. Fine. You want to see me fly? Fuck it. I'll fly right now. Why did you slap her like that?
天音先輩の鼻が縮んで美人が台無しに
You've ruined her beauty. You've done it. That was totally This was totally crazy. Senpai, are you all right?
ありがとう、みんな。
Slap me again. I'm starting to like it.
勇気が出たよ。
Amane Senpai smiled faintly and walked towards the winch.
よし、成功ね。うだ。
What do you mean?
先輩は私のアイドルなんだからね。うだだ。
Oh, did she just get karate chopped twice? I think so. Tori chased after us as we went off ahead. In the corner of the runway, there was a huge thing that looked like a household power generator. This was the Winch. A glider, which has no thrust of its own, cannot fly into the air by itself. There are a few different methods of taking off. Typically, a normal plane is used to tow the glider into the air, where it is then detached. It's called airplane towing. With this, you can reach a considerable altitude from the start. However, if you don't have such an expansive thing as an airplane at hand, you have to use a different method. That's where the winch comes in. To explain it simply, it's a machine that reels in a rope using a giant motor. The glider is connected to the end of this rope, and then it's pulled with high speed so it can take off. It works just like launching a kite. The difference is that the glider is huge and quite heavy. Naturally, the winch has to be huge too. Got it.
最初はフルパワーで、機体が地面から約30度に達したら徐々にパワーを緩めていって。
Got it. Mane Senpai was teaching Katori how to use the winch. She already explained this a few days ago, and we tried operating it before, so now it was just a review. Our roles for today are: Amane Senpai and I are pilots, Katori operates the winch, and Agatha works as ground control, supporting us during takeoff, landing, and such. By the way, this winch appears to be quite pricey, not as expensive as an airplane, but still. It was used by previous members of the Soaring Club, maintained since then, and will now be put into operation again. It's been in service for many years. To be honest, the equipment here goes way beyond the scope of high school club activities.
オッケー、わかったわ。それじゃ、離陸準備に入る。
Prepare for takeoff. Alright. We walked back from the winch towards the aircraft. It was about 1 kilometer away, so it took a while. Mane Senpai got into the front seat with me following her and getting into the back seat.
シートベルト、しっかり締めてね。
Seatbelt belto! As Agatha told me to do this, I checked the seatbelt a few times.
ペダルに足は届いているか？動かしにくい部分はないか？
Everything's okay. Oh shit. I think this is about to happen, guys. But will we succeed? The canopy, the transparent lid that covers the cockpit, got closed.
キャノピーがロックされているか確認してくれ。
Alright. Okay. I checked the lock. If it's not properly locked, there's a risk it may open during the flight. Amane-senpai performed a final check on the flight controls. Outside the canopy, Aga checked the rope extending from the winch and connected it to the glider.
先輩リリースのチェックお願いします
Do a release check. Amane operated the release lever and the hook holding the rope was immediately released. If this fails to disconnect, it could cause a big accident, so it must be always carefully checked before the takeoff, because then you might get yanked to the ground by the rope that's sending you into the air.
オーケーです
Alright. Agatha gave a signal from outside and connected the towing rope once again. We suddenly felt a lot more nervous. This aircraft will fly through the air. It still didn't feel real. To begin with, can an aircraft that we made ourselves really fly? It has no engine, and it can't even flap its wings like a bird, so will it really be alright? I've had the theory explained to me many times, but you won't get the real feeling from theory alone. If you want to get that, the only option is to fly. Finally, we can fly. Finally. Senpai?
大丈夫怖くない怖くない
You ain't scared. You excited, baby.
みんなが作ってくれた翼は私のなんかよりずっ
Yes.
と優れてる
Much better. Much, much better.
だから大丈夫
It'll be just fine. Yeah.
さっき小鳥が恐怖心を追い
Yeah,
払
she
ってく
slapped
れ
him
た
out
し
of you, dude.
でもいざとなったら頼んだぞ
I got you. Leave it to me, baby. This is why I was training on the simulator until I got sick of it. I went over the takeoff procedure in my head. The most dangerous part of the flight was the landing. However, serious accidents can easily occur during the takeoff, too. This time, I could rely on Amane-senpai, but to learn such a vast material, it was necessary to have the whole procedure in your head. Agatha tapped the canopy from outside.
準備いい
When Senpai and I replied ready, Agatha walked around to the side of the aircraft and lifted up the left wing that was touching the ground. The aircraft became level. The wings of the glider are really long, so it can't stand on its wheels like a normal plane. That's why it's standing with one of the wings touching the ground. Therefore, during takeoff, someone has to run along holding the wing until it gains lift. Oh, okay. Interesting. Agatha, who was holding up the wing, signaled Katori, who was waiting far away, that launch preparations were complete. Here we go.
行くぞ葵くん
I'm excited. Just as Amane-senpai whispered this. Whoosh! The aircraft suddenly got pulled forward. Pulled by the winch, the glider was quickly accelerating. The wheels jumped on the unpaved runway. Agatha ran along while holding up the left wing. I turned to the side and our eyes met.
行ってこい
Goodbye. Nice knowing you. Foosh! A few seconds after it started gliding, I felt the aircraft rising, and we were pulled for only a few meters. As soon as it started gliding and accelerating,
上昇するぞ
oh, Amane-senpai pulled back the control stick. The aircraft raised its nose. I didn't know what the exact angle was, but to me, it felt extremely steep.
あっか
Rise, bitch! Rise! Oh yeah, fully animated. Let's go. Ha ha! Better unhook. Unhook, quick! Let's go. Whoa! My whole body trembled from the G-force. I was hit in turns by the sensation of the aircraft gliding softly, and the feeling of being strongly pulled by the winch. I looked down through the canopy. However, at this angle, the main wings were blocking my field of vision. I could hardly see the ground at all. What altitude are we now? When uncertainty of the situation made me feel a hint of fear.
平行線切り離す
Release the tow rope. Got it. Let's go. We're going flying, baby. Suddenly, the pulling force disappeared and the released aircraft started gliding gently. That's because it's been detached from the winch. We're flying. From that moment, the glider was no longer borrowing power from something else. It was flying all by itself. I've never experienced this strange feeling of gliding before. The sound of the wind was awfully loud.
葵くん平行策を確認してくれ
Alright. Looks gone to me. Sitting in the back seat, I turned around and saw that the towing rope had been safely released. With a small parachute attached, it was slowly falling to the ground. Release confirmed. Aw yeah!
よし離陸成功だ
Kick ass. We did it, guys! We're flying! The glider managed to take off into the sky without any problems.
飛んでる
Kick ass!
ちゃんと空飛んでるよ
Double kick ass!
アゲハ見て見て飛んでるよ見てるよ
It's
すごい
amazing. Oh,
私たちが作った翼が飛んでる
it's gotta feel a little prideful to be the ones that built that shit, and now it's flying. I gotta say.
へ
Hell
え
yeah.
ああやって飛ぶんだやっぱり感慨深いものがあるわ
Hell
ね
yeah.
あロープが降りてきた回収しとかなくちゃ
Gonna go retrieve that
いい
rope.
な葵くん
I got to fly first. Well, we're really flying. Awesome.
下は見ない方がいいぞ怖いからな
You don't need to look down, Senpai. Please keep looking straight ahead.
ラジャー
Roger that. Awesome. I checked the ground in place of Senpai. We were about 300 meters above the ground. Oh, Agaha recovered the towing rope. The towing rope, aka the one coming out from the winch, was attached to the bottom of the aircraft by a hook. The hook can be detached from the cockpit at any time. This is usually done just before the glider reaches the point above the winch. Even if the controls malfunction, the hook is designed to automatically detach when the glider passes the point directly above the winch and gets pulled back. Once the towing rope is released, a small parachute opens and it slowly falls down to the ground. If it's not detached, it can cause a serious accident, so we must always confirm that it has been released. From the back seat, I enjoyed the view from 300 meters above the ground. I could see the whole city. I could see the roof of the Flying Fish Manor, which was quite close to the runway. I could also see Agatha's house, which looked tiny. Ah, there's the school. Amazing. We're really flying.
あんまり飛んでると言わないでくれないか
It makes me painfully aware that we're really high. Sorry. I shut my mouth and enjoyed my first flight in silence. When I saw the flying glider from below, it seemed really relaxing, but when you actually try getting in it, it really is... Getting in it, it really is relaxing. However, hearing the roar of the wind and feeling the air resistance with my whole body, or with my whole body, I think it's just supposed to be my whole body, was something you couldn't experience in the simulator. Those were the forces that kept the glider, which had no thrust, in the air. Even though the aircraft moved down slowly, it didn't fall. It flew leisurely through the winds.
この翼はすごいな
Damn right they are. Are they?
安定感が抜群にいい本当に
Yeah,
私が
way
作った
better
もの
than
と
yo
は
bullshit that you
全く違う
made. It's all thanks to those guys.
降りたらいっぱいハグしよ
I'm gonna hug them so much, they may even suffocate.
う旋回する
Turn, girl. Do it, she said and tilted the control stick to the right. The aircraft rapidly leaned to the right. Whoa!
うわっ
Oh. Senpai returned the control stick to its original position to correct the aircraft, which had banked too far, but... She moved it too far and the glider banked to the left. Senpai, what are you doing? Uh-oh. What? What are you doing? Stop it! Uh-oh.
何やってるの
What
か
the
しら
fuck are they doing up there?
さあ主翼のテストかなにしてはなんかヤバげだね
Uh-oh.
もしもしあまねちゃん
Hello, Imane-chan. Oh.
もしもし
Oh
あま
shit.
ねちゃん
I didn't know we had the fucking PA system working. We received a transmission from Kotori.
フラフラしてるけど大丈夫大丈夫じゃないかも
Senpai, please calm down. For a few moments, Senpai had been trying to level the aircraft, but she keeps leaning it far too much to both sides over and over.
エルロンが痛すぎて
Well, stop fucking leaning it.
葵くん出番よ
Yeah, lean it softer. Okay, Senpai, I'm taking over. Senpai, let go of the control stick. In her place, I took over the controls from the back seat. Two-seater gliders have exactly the same controls in both the front and the back seats. Oh, is that how it is? Okay. Just like I did in the simulator. I tried turning it to using the control stick to control the ailerons in the elevator, as well as the pedals to control the rudder. I tilted the control stick to the right, and the aircraft banked. After banking, you only need to return the control stick back to the middle, but then it's necessary to move it in the opposite direction just a little. This was called countersteering, but I see.
どうしたの葵くん
The response of the ailerons is too sensitive, but it's okay. This much shouldn't be a problem. By too sensitive, I meant that when I moved the control stick just a little, the ailerons responded more than normally, which was causing the aircraft to lean too far. Well, then fucking calm your tits, Amane, and just do it a little bit less. Good lord. They weren't properly adjusted. If clumsy Amane Senpai were to use controls like this, it could have been a bit dangerous. Exactly.
大丈夫かな
They'll be okay.
大丈夫よいざとなったら
They can always crash in the water, I'll be fine.
いやならないでしょそれ
Maybe.
地面に落ちるよりマシよ
That is true.
お治ってきた
We're good. We good. Phew. Seems like we're level again.
そうなのか
It's gonna be just fine, Senpai. Yeah, something like that won't be a problem. It was a little hard to maneuver, but I'll probably get used to it. Okay, I'll pilot it for a while. Damn right. For now, I'll try flying once around the runway. I slowly turned the aircraft and made it circle around above Katori and Agaha. Yeah, buddy. From above, I could see them both waving. I wonder if Anchan is watching us too. I could just about make out the roof of Anchan's workshop from here. I turned it a little more, and now we were above the lake. Yeah, buddy. Shall we go to the other side of the lake?
今日は気流が安定していて上昇気流を見つけるのも難しそうだ
We couldn't increase our altitude without getting on the ascending air currents. Even though we call it flying, in actuality, the glider continues descending slowly. If there are no updrafts, we will have to land sooner or later.
この翼ならいけるかもしれない
We can try. Roger that. If it looks bad, I'll turn back midway. Roger that. Flying across the lake. Our plane is fucking tits. It can fly like a champ. Cause we built the fucking shit. Nice.
あれどこ行くんだろう
We're flying away and never coming back.
風車の丘に向かうみたい
Oh?
届くかな
Oh?
さあ
Oh? The glider proceeded to fly across the lake. The altitude was gradually decreasing, but there was still some safe margin.
ケーキは私が見ているから
You do that. Yes, please. I learned how to read the instruments in the simulator, but I still wasn't used to it. We just flew straight forward, and after a short time, the other side of the lake came into view. There, on the gentle slopes of the hill, the windmills were lined up. Today, the wind was quite weak, so they weren't turning that much. Uh-oh.
なんだろう
Uh-oh.
あれ
We're gonna inspire some little girls. Let's go.
ん
And they are twins. We have 100% confirmed it now.
ほら
Oh?
あそこあそここっち来るよ
No, it's a bird.
あ、本当だ姉さんって昔から目が
If
い
you're
いわよ
twins,
ね
you know what? Never mind.
しかしやけに低いところを飛んでるのねそ
Oh. 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 Nice. We saw you flying for the first time from over there, Amane Senpai.
あの時か
Seems like so long ago, doesn't it? The day I came back to this town, the day when everything began. Katori was waving her hand at the glider at that time. Did you see her?
それどころじゃな
I
い
was not looking down.
あの日は気流がいい具合に揺れていて
I was barely
来た
alive.
心地がしなかった
I see. Well then. Interesting. While we were speaking, we crossed the lake and were now above the windmills. Just like Senpai did on that day, I slowly turned above the hill. It felt really strange to look down at the giant windmills from above.
ゆっくり回ってる変な飛行機だね
Wanna fly in it?
あれはグライダーじゃないかし
I
ら
don't know, creepy twins. What do you think?
グライダーええ多分だけどグライダーすごくゆっくり飛ぶんだね気持ちが良さそう
Maybe one day you can fly in my plane with me.
エンジンを積めばもっと早く飛べるのにどうし
If
て
it had
そう
an
しない
engine,
の
it
か
would
し
be
ら
better. Bitch, fucking build me one then. Or shut your mouth.
葵くん だいぶ高度が下がってきているぞ。
Roger. Heading back. We couldn't stay here for too long. We had to return while we still had enough altitude to cross the lake. The moment when we were returning back towards the runway on the other side of the lake... Huh? I saw people on top of the hill. There were 2 of them. Girls, I think. It seemed like they were looking up at us. They probably like gliders, just like Katori. As I arbitrarily imagined that, I left the Windmill Hill behind me. Bye-bye, Windmill Hill.
お、ふわふわしてて、なんだか頼りなかったわね。うん。でも、飛んでるって感じがした。
Yeah, dude, graceful. Who doesn't like to be graceful?
あ、戻ってきたよ。だいぶ低くなってるわね。着陸するみたい。
They're gonna land.
もしもし、葵、聞こえる？
Loud and clear, and we'll be preparing to land.
了解。着陸するって。
Yep. Well then, I'll return the controls to you.
了解。
Senpai nodded nervously and grabbed the control stick. It's said that most glider accidents happen during the landing. When descending from flight and coming into contact with the ground, even one mistake can easily cause some physical damage. The tricky thing about landing is that when you push the control stick forward to lower the altitude, the speed will increase. When the speed is too high, the impact from the landing will be significant. Also, there's a risk that you won't be able to stop in time, pass the end of the runway, and crash into something. That's when you need to lower the altitude while keeping the speed as low as possible. Hence, the main wings of the glider are equipped with several types of lift-decreasing devices. In short, by reducing the lift, the altitude can be decreased without gaining speed. Gliders tend to have a rather simple structure, but this type is equipped with several different devices used during takeoff and landing.
降りてきた。いいよいいよ、そのまま。
Are we gonna land it? Of course we're gonna land it. Are you kidding me? We ain't crashing this shit on the first go. Are you kidding me? We're doing that later. Crashes are coming later. Thump. Wana Senpai managed not to scratch the underside of the glider, even though at the moment of the touchdown she pretty much dropped it to the ground. After the landing, the glider covered several meters before the wheel brakes stopped it.
おかえり。
Kick ass! When we opened the canopy, Agatha peeked inside. We made it! Aw yeah! I unfastened the seatbelt and crawled out of the narrow cockpit. Senpai, are you alright?
大丈夫だ。
Bitchin'. Senpai slowly unfastened her seatbelt as well. I got out first and gave Senpai a hand. Although a mere 10 minutes had passed, I strangely missed the feeling of a solid ground beneath my feet.
どうだった？
Tori, who arrived a little after Agatha, rushed ahead and started firing questions at us. Well, how should I put it? It was amazing! No, it was awesome! It was absolutely the best. No other impressions came to my mind.
やっぱり。
How long were you flying for, or were we flying for?
だいたい15分ってとこかな。
15 minutes. That's pretty good.
ねえねえ、風車の丘まで行ったの？
Oh, we reached it. Yeah, just for a little while. I got a pretty good look at it.
いいな、いいな。お疲れ様です、天音先輩。
Agatha passed Senpai a bottle of mineral water. The cockpit that was exposed to direct sunlight all the time was unbearably hot inside.
ありがとう。どうでしたか？以前よりも全然滑空が滑らかでいい感
Felt
じだった。
so good.
よし。
Alright.
でも途中でフラフラしてましたよね。ああ、エルロンがビーキーすぎた。
Gotta adjust those ailerons.
他には何か問題ありましたか？そうだな。
While Katori and I were overwhelmed with excitement, Agatha and Amane Senpai were continuing their practical conversation besides us.
もう少し飛んでみないとわからないが、今のところそのくらいかな。
Yeah, gotta fly it a little more to get it down, baby.
了解っす。じゃあすぐエルロンの調整だけしちゃいましょう。
Agatha enthusiastically went to get the tools.
何してるの？みんな手伝ってよ。
Oh shit, we're gonna go on a bunch of flights. I don't know if I'm ready for this. The testing had only just begun. 15 minutes is a short time. We can do like 20,000 more of those today. We did a few more tests afterwards. The main objective for today was to test the freshly made main wings and check the repaired meter. That and my flight practice. Thanks to the work I'd put into the simulator, I was able to control it from the very beginning. Kick ass. I only realized this after flying the real thing, but Amane Senpai's simulator gave a pretty realistic sense of flying. I have to say, that's what I'd expected of her. After we finished adjusting the ailerons, I practiced takeoff and landing when it's able to use the basic maneuvers. Kick-ass! As we returned from the 5th flight, Agaha and Katori came over to us. I opened the canopy and groaned. It's so hot! It appears that when you're flying in this season, water is indispensable. Hell yeah. Yeah, my body got used to the cockpit. Oh yeah, I'm the best! Can't help it. Uh-huh. Amane Senpai said it in such a way that it was hard to tell whether she was glad or sulking. It appears she still had a complex about her clumsiness. I'm pretty tired. I'll take a little break. When I got back down to the ground, my legs were a little unsteady. Rather than from fatigue itself, it was more because being in the air for so long had messed up my sense of balance. Oh, now she wants to eat? As we proceeded with this conversation, Katori... Oh? I want to go! Amane Senpai looked at me. Wait a minute. I can't give her a ride. You're the one who has the license. Oh, you gotta have a license to do this shit, huh? That might be true when it comes to normal flying, but not all flights are trouble-free. If something happens, I might not be able to deal with it. Are you sane? Agaha responded reflexively, and Amane Senpai made a slightly hurt expression. Well, when I was in the backseat, seeing Amane Senpai's piloting him up from up close, my heart was certainly beating dangerously fast. I want to go! We made those wings ourselves. Okay. Tori nodded deeply. Alright, one more time. One more time. Oh yeah! After atop her wheelchair, Katori threw her arms into the air. Oh shit, they're going fine, baby. Sure. Oh, Katori's about to go fucking ape shit right now. Anyway, Agaha and I picked up Katori and put her on the back seat. Just right. Oh, what's wrong, Senpai? Oh, you'll be fine. Yeah, Katori should be more worried than you are. While we continued the preparations, Agaha was waiting by the winch. When takeoff preparations were complete, I gave Agaha the signal to commence the launch. Uh-oh. 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 Oh? The winch wasn't working. Hey, what's going on? Agaha was waving in our direction with both hands. The next moment... Ah! Black smoke rose up from the winch. Ah, damn it. I'll be back in a minute. Just in case, please release the towing rope for now. I confirmed that Senpai had released the towing rope, then ran over to the winch. What's wrong? God damn it. Said Agaha, completely at a loss while looking at the black smoke rising up like a signal fire. Uh-oh. Who broke it? God damn it. After examining the insides of the winch, Amane Senpai, covered in oil, uttered the hopeless conclusion. Oh, but it can. Katori, who really wanted to fly, was downhearted. It appears that one worn-out part broke and the winch didn't work anymore. Yeah, seriously though. Good lord. Amane Senpai nodded in agreement. Can we fix it? Need a pro mechanic. Is Anchan any good at this shit? Possibly.
1日や2日じゃ無理だろうな。
Ah, shit, dude. In the first place, even getting somebody to collect such a bulky machine would take quite a bit of effort. To tell you the truth, I was more worried about the cost than the time it will take.
ってことは今日のテストはここ
That's
ま
it
で
for
だ。
today. Wah wah. God damn it. Katori slumped down in her wheelchair, completely deflated. Fuck that. Alright, this might be the perfect time to stop. I was wondering when I was going to give me a moment, and this might be my moment. So let's see what pops up here, and I'm probably going to call this a day. And... oh god, not with these guys again. Alright, yeah, okay, so we are going to have Anchan help us out. I kind of figured. So anyways, guys, it's been real. It's been an interesting session here between bath time talk and then actually getting to fly finally. That was pretty awesome. Took long enough, am I right? And also, let's just bring it up one more time. I still haven't made any more goddamn choices. Son of a bitch. When the fuck is there going to be some more choices around here? For serious, though. Is there even going to be one? Is there just one in the whole game and then you never... basically, the choice we made was, are we picking Katori or are we picking Ameha or Agaha? I keep calling her Ameha. Agaha, and that's it. There's no other choices for the rest of the game. That was your one choice. That would be ridiculous. So, yeah, it's just not. That's not realistic. I'm just wondering how much longer it is till we actually start getting some goddamn choices around here. Like, is it just always hella spread out, or are we actually, like, close to the next big choice? I can't help but wonder. Either way, we're done here today. Hope you guys have enjoyed the last couple long-ish episodes, because I just kept going until we got to a good stopping point. And in the next one, we'll do nothing while we wait for the fucking winch to get fixed. I'm sure this will be the time for shenanigans and relationships to be... you know, we'll continue with some more of that in the next one, I'm sure. So I will see you guys in the next one. Peace!